Tuesday night, Kevin Durant went on CJ McCollum's pull-up podcast, and McCollum brought up how annoyed he was when he found out DeMarcus Cousins signed with the Warriors. Let us listen.
Please, let us listen.
You know how I felt, bro. I was hot. I don't know if I was more mad than when you went to go. I think I was more mad.
Why are you mad about this stuff?
Bro, I'm in the league. What do you mean? Why am I mad about this? I'm in the Western Conference. I got to play you MFers all the time anyway, as it is, over and over again. We done got eliminated by y'all a few times in the first round. So I'm looking at Cuz.
I mean, you know you guys aren't going to win a championship.
Bro, we have the team. We have the capabilities. Anything is possible. We can win a championship, bro.
I mean, let's be honest.
Bro, we can win a championship. Anything is possible.
I just need to look. I need more. I mean, I like y'all. I like the two. I like y'all two. You're hard to stop. But I mean, come on.
So I'm thinking, okay, you ain't gonna come to us, whatever. Why you gotta go there, cuz? And I text him. I was mad. I got on Twitter.
Yo, get out your feelings.
And I really text cuz. I'm like, cuz, what's up, bro? So what do you suggest?
I suggest you just keep playing, man, and don't worry about what goes on at the top of things.
We right there at the top of things. We was a third seed last year, bro. We was right there. We was just slightly below 1 and 2.
But how'd you play?
Some unfortunate situations happened in the first round.
How'd you play?
Some unfortunate circumstances.
Like an 8 seed.
Yo!
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 I don't understand why he uses burner accounts if this is what he says in people's faces.
They told us that Kevin Durant ruined the NBA, and this is why he did the opposite. I have laughed, I think, more over the last couple years than I have in a real long time, thanks to this man. We now have a feud between Kevin Durant and CJ McCollum. We now have a feud between the Warriors and the Blazers, who, to Kevin Durant's credit, he's totally right about. Like, they're not anywhere close to each other. And we also have a feud possibly between Cousins and McCollum and Nurkic, who's a center who he clearly doesn't think is as good as DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, no, what he said was they could have got him with Nurkic. He said later in the interview, they got the same agent, which, by the way, is why they wouldn't be on the same team.
Right.
But he's like, yo, we got him. We could have brought him in. You know, like DeMarcus Cousins, we don't know how many minutes he's going to get on that team. I thought this was funny at first because I thought CJ McCollum was just like, come on, bruh. Right? He's just kind of throwing it out there as a joke. And then Kevin Durant just had to punk him on his own podcast.
That was the meanest, and I mean mean in both a complimentary sense and in the definitional sense. That's the meanest Kevin Durant's ever been.
And he also told somebody to get out of their feelings, which is, if I'm CJ McCollum, that's where this stops. You will not tell me to you. Kevin Durant will not tell me to get out of my feelings.
If you're CJ, how do you not pull the burner account card, right? That was right there for him to use against him.
Because it would have felt dirty because he basically just says your team is sorry, which is what he did.
He was patting him on the head. Nice little 3 seed.
He told him, we don't believe you. You need more people.
You
have 2 people, but that's all we got. Now, then it turned into some Twitter stuff because 2018. Now, here's CJ McCollum responding to a tweet somebody sent about Kevin Durant. I still think the B word is harsh and shouldn't be used. He know that decision was soft, but I respect it. It's just like getting jumped with your brothers by a gang. You should have beat them, then joining the gang that jumped you and your brothers 2 months later, and forgetting about your bros. And I mean, Kevin Durant, to his credit, got on his primary account.
Progress.
And then he came behind it with this. Like, this thing got an avatar on it, a blue jacket,
do you want me to read this one?
Feel free.
So I would get into a gang fight, lose, plot on my brother for 2 months in our home, and then go get the gang we lost to and beat him up. You think that low of me, CJ? I just did your bleeping podcast. Snakes in the grass, boy, I tell ya. Crying, laughing, emoji face.
Yo, but here's the only thing. You think that low of me? Yeah. People do. Yeah. Right? Now, whether it's right or wrong, now this is where I think that gets interesting. The worst thing that happened to Kevin Durant was the Thunder going 7 in that series, because I think his decision had been made, regardless of what was going to happen in that series, that he was going to go to Golden State. Then it got to be a bad look, and it does look bad that you go and decide to do that. But how about this? It's 2 years later, and he's still doing this.
2 years later, and by the way, these guys, I think, both immediately regretted doing this, and it reminds me of the other line. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, and you're here with us on Twitter beefing, being unhappy. You don't need to do this, but you know what?
Appreciate you.
Thank you.